Let the music take us there.
Holy shit. That's all I can say. It's a lot of love out here today. A lot of love, people. Thank you for coming. Now, before we get started here, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks to some amazing people for pulling this together. I know I'm going to forget some people. A lot of you I've met in the last unfortunate 13 days, but I love all of you. Thanks to Kate, Rigel, Jesse, Molly, Heather, Kellen, Brian, Maddie over in Turkey, I believe, working hard behind the scenes to make all this happen. Let's give it up for Maddie. Taya and Sean for putting all this together today. And the Northside community. I'm sure, so, I'm so floored by all this. I'm just going to start, all right? And especially thanks to the smart people. You people know who you are out there.
Yeah, me!
2 weeks ago, we all lost someone very dear to all of us. David Paul Hebert, bones to us in the community and his friends. He was taken early from us in the morning of April 18th. In the 2 weeks since, we've all cried together, we've all gotten angry together, we've searched for answers, and come together as a community to find the truth for our fallen friend.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unanswered questions out there. Some we're probably never going to get answers to. There's a lot of anger out here right now. That anger's not going to go away. There's a lot of pain here right now, and I know for me that pain is never going to die. But I assure all of you, we will find the truth for David Hebert. Bones, we love you. But we're not here today to talk about how Bones died. We are here today to talk about how Bones lived his life to the fullest. Somebody came from really far today, told me it didn't matter how far you were getting here. People from all over the country are here today. Last night in Portland, they got together on the left coast. Bones mattered. He meant so much to so many people. He touched the lives of everyone standing here today in one way or the other. And for a couple of ladies in more ways than one. Didn't mean to write that, sorry, had we said. A few days after Bones was taken from us, Kellen and I had the unenviable task of going through a chest Bones had left at Kellen's for safekeeping. Kellen asked me to come over and help him because he couldn't bear to do it alone. I remember the trunk from when we were roommates. Inside that trunk was everything that was Bones. All the little knickknacks that littered his room, letters from friends and family members from over the years, and photos of all the people he loved and cared about. The faces we see here today are the same faces that were in those photos. Bones loved every one of you, whether you knew it or not. Bones was a kind-hearted, free spirit who lived his life to the fullest. He originally moved to Cincinnati as part of a Christian community that reopened the clubhouse downtown. A clubhouse, ironically enough, where we all pretty much learned to be degenerates. The rest of the story, as they say, is history. He was gentle and rough at the same time. Had that smile and always had that permanent 5 o'clock shadow. He would babysit any day, all day when you needed him. And then he would party all that night. His couch was always open to friends who needed a place to crash. He was a talented drummer, damn it. But I don't think I ever saw him carry his own drum kit after a show. You know what I'm talking about? He had a smile that always let you know he loved you. That damn smile. He either loved you or he was getting ready to pounce on you. It was one or the other. Some people said he reminded them of the Muppets, from the animal from the Muppets. But I only think if you fed the animal a fifth of Jameson before the show, do I see that comparison. I've never met another person who could make me want to punch them and hug them at the same time. He would tackle you from behind and rush you to the ground just to say hi. I could say a lot more about him, but the one thing that stands out the most to me about Bones is that he was never afraid to be himself. He was just Bones being Bones. Punk as fuck and unapologetic about it. And on a personal level, Bones is my brother. Brothers from other mothers, we used to joke. For the better part of the 90s, we were inseparable. Paul and Bones, or Bones and Paul, where one was, the other was soon to follow. Someone told me the other day at a bar that until they actually saw us in a room together, they thought we were the same person. Not sure how that, little skinny guy, big fat guy, but whatever. Let's see. We got into a lot of trouble together. We were partners in crime. We got away with more shit than anyone will ever know, and I loved him for it. I've never cried at the loss of a family member. Not when my grandfather died, not when my 6-year-old cousin died, never. I've cried almost every day since I got that horrible news. To those of us lucky enough to play music with that bastard, I think it hits us a lot harder than most. You can't write songs, play shows, and tour the country without creating a special bond. Even when you stop playing together, that bond lives on. For all of us, that bond is now broken. To me, everything seems like the volume got turned down a little bit. The world's a little less punk today. It saddens me. Luckily, we have all the songs and memories we all share with him to help repair that bond. I hadn't listened to AMF or Shoot the Gift in years. Last week, Handicap gave me everything we released on MP3. I will cherish those songs until the day I die. And for all of you that know, high friends in low places, get them up. Get them up. Gladly flying middle fingers to those who would have us submit control. I tried to come up with a bone story today to share with you all to make you laugh, smile. We've been crying all day. I've been thinking about it for days. Something to take the edge off a little. There's just too many good times with that bastard to pick one. From the infamous Times Square porn booth incident to pretending to be Tommy Lee in a strip club in Toledo. Spray painting "You Owe Me $7, asshole" on the outside of Bogart's for getting kicked out for stage diving. Riding BMX all over this town with no destination. Just get on the bike and go. We had nothing better to do that day. Those are my best memories of him. Getting peed on by accident by a drunken girl in Kansas after a show. That was a good one. He was scarred until this day. Everyone here has a bone story. People who didn't even know him have a bone story. He was a great, great guy. Hanging out with Bones was always a good time, no matter what. Like being on a playground at recess when you're a kid. Not a care in the world, no worries about tomorrow, no regrets about yesterday, just content and enjoying the now. And actually, that's as crazy as it sounds, that's something we can all learn from Bones. You gotta live in the now. There's no guarantee of what's out there tomorrow. Work, bills, mortgages, any of that crap that we all worry about is trivial. Friends are really what matters. Looking around today, if friends make you rich, Bones is probably one of the richest people we'll ever know on this planet. Woo! I love you, brother.